What's going on, Tomb Raiders? Draco Invictus here with another Let's Play of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Picking up right where we left off in this little shacky shack here. And we are going to head out here and find out what the world has in store for us.
Alone again. Jacob's gone ahead. There's something about him that I can't quite put my finger on. It's strange, but almost comforting. Like I could tell him anything, and it wouldn't faze him. I sense no judgment from him. Yet, at the same time, he's hard to read. My instincts tell me he's a good man. He saved my life. I think I can trust him, at least for now. I can't shake a nagging feeling that he knows more than he's letting on.
All right. Let's take a look at our skills. Let me check my volume. Yeah, there we go. I thought that was a little loud. All right, so let's do all right, so we are back where we were before. I don't know if you guys, recognize this, but this is the, there was the cabin down there. There's the water that I went for a swim in. But now we are back with much better tools. So let's get to it. Who the hell's that guy?
Don't shoot. I'm with Jacob. He told us to wait for you, but these bastards found us first.
Oh God, are you all right?
I'll live, but I need a safe place to rest in case the invaders return. There's a cave across the bridge over there. A wolf den. They won't look there, but I can't clear it out on my own. Not like this. If you could kill them, we'll have a safe place to regroup. I might even have something for that pistol of yours. Can you help us?
Well, hell yeah.
Yes, of course. Stay out of sight. I'll be back.
Thank you. Jacob was right about you.
Do not let the target slip away. We need to know why they were following Bravo Team. Bravo hasn't run into any more resistance along the way. But find the native. We need to get some answers.
Alrighty. Hope you guys are having a great day. I am having a wonderful time. Ooh, love the roll.
Did you clear out the cave? Is it safe?
The cave is clear. If you head there now, you'll be safe.
Thank you. Here, take this. Jacob told us to protect you, but you weren't the one who needed it.
Ooh, pistol sights, huh? No more poison for me.
You're back. Good. You can help us then.
Sure.
What's the problem?
I have warriors spread across this valley. Last night, 2 of my bravest were captured, and I have reason to believe they are still alive. There was a third with them who escaped, and he tells me they were taken beneath the train station. Saw them put into cages before he managed to escape. I have a dozen other warriors in the valley, and I have to stay here to coordinate their strikes. But you, I've seen what you can do, and I must ask you to help.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Thank you. They knew the risks, and they would happily die for the cause. But I can't let that happen.
All right. Oh shit! It went flying. All right.
If there's someone in here, it's safe. You can come out now. You must still be hiding. Blood. That hurt.
Stop! No closer!
I'm not with Trinity. My name is Lara, and your gun isn't loaded. I can see the cylinder is empty.
The firing pin never worked anyway.
You're hurt.
I just need to... sit down for a moment. Lara, was it? I'm Nadia. I could use your help.
What can I do?
My grandfather snuck out of the village in the night. I think he's headed for the Wicked Vale, where the witch Baba Yaga lives. I was trying to catch up with him when the invaders caught me. Before I was born, the witch killed my grandmother. Grandpa always talked about revenge, but I never thought he'd actually go through with it. There isn't much time, and I'm in no condition to go myself. We have to find him.
I'll head out that way and see if I can pick up his trail.
Thank you. The path to the Vale is through the cave to the east of here.
No safety gear. Nothing to protect the workers.
Sure it is. There's a hard hat right there. Gas mask. Wow, that's cool. It even shows feathers on here. Hardwood. Wow. Alright, cool. So, I guess let's go do Baba Yaga. I haven't heard that name in forever, it seems. Oh, hello. Holy shit.
There's a trail here. Well worn.
Lara, I found a radio on one of the invaders you killed. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I can monitor the invaders' frequencies from here while I patch myself up. I'll let you know if I hear anything useful.
Damn, 2 skill points? Guess that would have come in handy earlier. What do we got? Stock-mounted shell holster. We don't have a shotgun yet. Man, it costs 2 pelts. Alright, let's see what upgrades we have for weapons. Nothing for bow, so it's all on the rifle. Match grade barrel. There we go.
What more can you tell me about the Wicked Vale, Nadia?
My people stay far away from that place. They have for centuries. When the Soviets were here, they tried to build an outpost in the Vale. But they angered Baba Yaga, and she drove them all mad. Grandpa told me all about her. She lives in a magic house that can walk with the legs of a bird.
Do you believe all that? The house with the bird legs?
I trust Grandpa. He was in the Gulag when the Soviets took my grandmother into the Vale to help them study the ruins. The witch killed her, and he's never forgotten that.
But a witch straight out of a Russian folktale? It sounds unlikely.
Just be careful. Something is in the Vale. Nothing good happens in that place.
Shit! Steady.
How did Grandpa scale all this? Ooh. The voice of God.
Lara, hang on. I'm picking up a transmission. You need to hear this.
Overlord, come in. We need immediate extraction. What the hell is that? It's walking. How could... What the...
Did you hear that? That was the witch!
Something's definitely happening out there. Whatever it is, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Shit.
No need to go inside the old temple. Head down to the wooden walkway along the cliff. There should be a rope leading to it. That path will take you straight to the Vale.
Yeah, but this is the tomb.
What is that sound?
Without this place, this divine sculpture of wind and rock, we would have been lost. The story of the scout who found this place is well known to us all, but most of you do not know how close we came to dying. We were lost in the mountains, no food, no hope. We had begun to doubt the prophet himself. But the scout heard the sound and took it to be a sign. He alone ascended these cliffs, drawn by the music, and from there, he saw our salvation. This is not just a shrine to him and his bravery, but to the strength of our faith.
Alrighty then.
This was some sort of a shrine.
Sweet Lord.
Pilgrims came here to show their respect. At least this counterweight still works.
That did a whole lot of nothing. Need more power.
It's not going to do any good at that level.
Okay, so we gotta lower it back down.
Yes, that looks better. What's this blade? Got to time that a bit better.
Damn it.
Got it. Now to open the door. Unbelievable. It's a natural formation.
It's the largest pipe organ in the world.
codex. This one is a series of meditations on willpower.
Critical injuries are sustained in battle indicated by the screen turning gray. Health will be automatically restored. This instant regeneration of health will occur only one time per combat encounter and will refresh between encounters. Cool.
The Wicked Vale isn't far now. Just head down that wooden walkway along the cliff.
There we go.
A ceremonial cloth worn by priests during Mass.
Got a few holes in it.
There's a small camp here.
Sounds like Grandpa made it that far at least. You're almost into the Vale.
Oh shit. Whoops.
Small camp here.
Sounds like Grandpa made it that far at least. You're almost into the Vale.
Nadia, I think I found your Wicked Vale. I don't know if it's Baba Yaga, but there's something out here.
Be careful. This is her land.
Nadia, my granddaughter. By now you already know. I am going into the Vale to kill the witch, Baba Yaga. I have gone to seek revenge for your grandmother. There are newcomers in our valley, armed men arriving in helicopters. I do not know what they want, but I know if I am to go, this is my last chance. You deserve to know the truth, to know why. Your grandpa is not a wise man. I have become, with hard work, a good man for your grandmother's sake. But it was not always so. I came from the west, where even a small village has thousands of inhabitants. I was a lazy young man, and I dreamed of an easy life when I joined the party. A comfortable desk in a big city. But they sent me here, to the ends of the earth, to watch men and women work and starve and die, to participate in their punishment. I knew it was evil, but I did not know how to fight until I met her.
Grandpa's got some secrets.
An Initial contact was made with the elderly native male at 0700. At first, we believed he was participating in an assault on the facility, but he proceeded away and through an unmapped canyon. We received authorization to pursue at a distance, and already we've encountered ruins and other promising signs. We're trying to keep calm out here, but this looks like a big find. That discovery bonus is as good as ours.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
There's some sort of pollen drifting in here. Flowers.
What did you say? What did you say? I can't understand you.
Something's wrong. My head is spinning and...
Oh no. Oh no. It's too late. This is wrong.
That's comforting.
No, must be dreaming. Isn't real. Can't be.
Lovely.
Just keep moving.
Survival instincts are gone.
Lara.
Dad? No, it can't be. No, wait.
I'm close, Lara. I'm close, Lara. I'm close, Lara.
Wait, where am I? How far does this path go?
Come here.
It's not real. Not him. Dad, stop! Please don't! God, no! Got to get out of here!
There is a truth behind it all.
I just want to leave, please. No, this isn't. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Stop! God damn you, stop!
For me, it is too late. Me, it is too late. Me, it is too late.
Oh, Dad, no. Don't do it, please.
Someday. You'll understand.
Who are you?
Come and see.
All right, let's go. There's Baba Yaga's hut.
That's not possible. It's just a myth.
He's here. I'm sorry, Lara. There is no return. You're going
to rot out here.
Damn it. Damn. No, damn. I died.
No, this... Oh God, don't. This can't.
Come, your father awaits.
Not real.
Holy hell.
Lara! Lara! Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, I think.
What happened? You started coughing, said something about flowers and pollen, and then nothing. I thought the witch had killed you.
I think I was hallucinating. God, I hope I was.
Hallucinating? There is a flower in a valley that can bring on visions, but the effects are too weak.
Any idea what this place is? I see ducks and pipes. Soviet from the looks of it.
It has to be the outpost the Soviets built to study the ruins. My grandmother was a scholar and they brought her here to help with her research, but that was the last time Grandpa ever saw her. There was only one survivor, an officer who stumbled out a few weeks later. He said the witch made them do things.
Someone's been in here, recently. Building on top of the ruins.
What do you see?
Some sort of makeshift distillery. Smells just like the flowers. Shit! Of course! She's refining the pollen, weaponizing it. There's no magic here, Nadia, just someone very clever.
Wait, but if it is just a person, then wouldn't the pollen affect her too?
If she can resist it somehow, then so can we.
What do I need to attach? Aha. No, other way. Aha.
It's been weeks since these bastards dragged me from the Gulag, from Ivan and my daughter, to this strange veil. They have tasked me with finding some way of counteracting the unusual effects of the pollen that hangs in the air. Now I believe I have a formula that may work. An extract from the seed pods of the plant. The liver of animals that consume the flowers and have metabolized the toxins. A phenothiazine derivative. The last ingredient is a risk. They have it in large quantities around the Gulag, where it is used as an insecticide. It may also act as a rudimentary antipsychotic, bearing a chemical similarity to other compounds I have studied. Or it may be poisonous. I will try the mixture on myself tonight.
That's comforting.
I found something. One of the prisoners wrote down a formula that might counteract the effects of the pollen.
It has to be for my grandmother. The witch killed her, and now she's gonna help save Grandpa, just like in one of his stories.
Nadia.
Have faith, Lara. Hop back to the Soviet installation where we met. I'll help you find what you need.
I don't have the words to describe what I just saw. I went inside the wicked Vale looking for Nadia's grandfather, but I barely escaped with my life. It was like a fairy tale, but through a broken, filthy mirror. And Dad, I know intellectually it was all in my mind, but the gunshot is still ringing in my ears. There's something terrible going on in there, and while I don't believe that it is magic, it is extraordinary. I have to find out what's behind all this, but first, I have to find a way to see clearly.
No, 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 no. Not the cavern. Whew. Bravo for the writing team. I mean, to pull in some great folklore and mythos and somehow plug it into the game. But I mean, you know, Tomb Raider is all about, you know, folklore and mythos, so.
All right, Nadia, I'm back at the installation. Any advice on where to start looking?
Okay, first, the seed pods. The flowers grow inside the caves around there. There's never enough of them to make you sick, so you should be able to gather some safely. The livers should be easy. The deer around there feed on the flowers, so you'll just need to track them down. As for the insecticide, I have an idea where we might find some. Grandpa taught me to read Russian, so I'm going through some old equipment manifests to see if I can find out where they stored it. I'll let you know when I find it.
All right, I'll start gathering the other supplies now.
Deer over here. Oh, I got it. Ah. Totally forgot about that cave, too.
It's the flowers. Just need the seed pods now.
Lara, I got something you'll want to hear. I'm patching you in.
Bravo team is still MIA. We haven't got any transmissions since the distress call. We're gonna need to send a rescue party. Finish up your patrol around the Soviet installation. See if you can pick up the native girl's trail. She's involved in Bravo's disappearance somehow. And we need better intel before we send more of you in there. Copy that.
Can you get somewhere safe?
I'm in one of those old safe houses, and I have snares set outside. Worst case, there's a tunnel underneath I can use to escape, but I still need to finish going over the manifest. Is this normal for you, Lara? I'm not used to it. You know, people trying to kill me.
I don't think it's something you can get used to. Just stay safe.
That chemical from Grandmother's notes? Phenothiazine. I think I found it. They stored it in the lower levels of the copper mill where they used it to deal with the termites in the summer.
Are you sure it's the same chemical, Nadia?
I'm sure it's the chemical Grandmother's recipe mentioned, but I am not sure that it will be safe to drink.
Suppose we'll find out. I'll head there now.
The hell is that? Oh. probably gonna need that later. Probably shouldn't have thrown it, but hey.
Greetings. You've seen the mine by the old Soviet facility? Many of our people died there.
Alright, so let's see, where are we at now? Might as well get this one last coin cache. Supply shack items available. Alright, so there's a mission available there too. So I guess we need to go up to the supply shack. Alrighty then. See what new items we have. Ooh.
Hey, welcome back. If you found any more gold, I've got gear for you. I don't think they're onto us yet, but try to be discreet, okay?
Rifle grenade launcher, rifle laser sight. Still can't get the crafting tools. Tactical shotgun, military rifle. But it said that there were new items. There's no new items here. That thing's 25. That thing's 120. Damn. I don't think you can find enough coins to pick up all this stuff. I mean, look at that. 120, 140, plus 25. And then you got 140 there. No way. Now, where did I see... I still don't have a freaking combat knife.
I know I've taken some jobs of questionable legality, and I know you're not happy about it. But I couldn't pass up this contract. Been trying to get work with Trinity for years. They're discreet, the pay is obscene, and they always have opportunities. Now here I am, and I already want out. We're at an abandoned Soviet installation in the middle of nowhere. No one's telling us low-level contractors what's going on, but I think I might be helping some seriously scary people get a nuke or something equally awful. Honestly, that's the best-case scenario. Ping me back if you get this. I've carved out a secure channel on the network. For an operation like this, you'd think they'd have better security, but I guess that's why they hired me.
Nah. I guess I'll just keep saving up my coins for now. Is there anything else up here? No. Don't think I want to make that jump. Let's go this way.
Definitely Russian. It looks like these markings point to a nearby location, but I can't quite piece it together.
Need level 3 Russian. How in the hell? Is he down here? Definitely not. Oh shit, sorry. Oh, it's this one.
Ah, you're back. We could use you.
Hello.
I'm here to help. What can I do?
Our first task is to learn all we can about the invaders. We need any information you can gather in the old prison. I won't lie to you, it will be dangerous. But that information is worth the risk. Will you help us?
Sure.
I'll head there as soon as I'm able.
I'll be here. And thank you.
Man, lots of side quests. Okay, so let's take a look at our map. So we've got the Gulag side mission there. We need to collect the chemicals. So let's go here. Oh shit, I need to get to a base. Where's the nearest one to where I am? Guess that one.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Greetings. Salutations. All right, I need to go get something to drink real quick. I will be back in just a moment. All right, and I'm back. Time to break down some barriers.
Lara, are you okay?
Yes, I'm at the base of the old Soviet mill.
I'm making my way to the mine entrance at the top of the facility. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
After I get done with everything else.
Comrades, this report comes to you following an unprecedented discovery in the mountains of Freedom Station. Our deep mine crew has broken into a massive cavern filled with incredible ruins and artifacts, the likes of which have never been found in the motherland. The workers that we acquired from the native population have become agitated following the discovery. They clearly know something about these ruins. We will begin working the prisoners around the clock, for I believe we are on the verge of an even more amazing discovery.
Great. I'm strong like a bull. There's all kinds of stuff in here.
Found it. I'm mixing the ingredients now. Any word on that patrol?
Just picked up another transmission. They're on the move.
Where are they now?
They're... oh no. They're headed straight for you. You might be able to sneak past them, but it's probably too late.
Moving into position!
Damn.
Advancing to cover! This ends here and now!
more are there? Guess that's it. Whoa, whoa.
Keep firing!
Keep firing, assholes.
He's gone! I got her!
Where's that other guy at? There he is.
Ready to see if the antidote works?
I'm not exactly looking forward to it, to be honest.
If it does, I'll make my own and meet you at the Vale.
I'll let you know when I get there.
All right.
I think about Dad every day. For years, I was so angry with him. For losing himself in his work. For chasing what I thought were fairy tales. I had no idea. I keep telling myself that I was young, that I couldn't understand, but I still lost him. And now, for some reason, I feel more connected to him than I ever did when he was alive. He never got this far. But I know he's with me. The divine source is here, and I'm going to find it. He knew that it could change the way we understand a human soul, that it could change the world. But he's gone now, and I'm the only one left who knows he was right.
Can't trust Anna, that bitch. Ooh, it needs the bear hide. Already got that. Guess it doesn't need the bear hide. I guess it needs an exotic hide. I'm hoping. Oh shit. Duh. Hello.
Only enough for 2 doses. Got to make them count. It's working, Nadia. Everything looks... normal is the wrong word, but nothing like the last time.
Good. I've made my own antidote and enough for Grandpa, if we find him. I'm on my way to meet you now.
Scarecrows, of course. This can't be the same place. I was lost in here.
When the guilt of working in the Gulag became too strong, I would lash out. A stolen screwdriver, misplaced paperwork, futile gestures that would never balance the scales. One day, I was caught taking a stupid risk. Your grandmother, Serafima, she spoke up, took the blame. They beat her, mercilessly, but I was saved. When I found the moment to thank her, she spat at my feet, told me I had risked my life for nothing, challenged me to do more. You have so much of her in you, Nadia. At first, I thought her cruel. She gave me no credit for my little acts of disobedience. That place, the Gulag, it crushed hope and ate what little scraps of dignity remained. Every day I did not fight it with my whole heart, she said. I was complicit in atrocity. She demanded my honesty because she knew I was capable. It was the greatest kindness anyone had ever shown me, and I loved her for it.
Good on you, Grandma. Making Grandpa step up.
This is Trinity gear.
It's all wrong. Lost the old man entering the Vale. Lost Fisher. Lost Parker. Just gone. No trace. Can't trust the eyes. Seeing things. Corpses. Worse. Things that walk. So huge they hide the stars. Can't tell what's real. Not sure there is a real. Is it the eyes? The eyes have to go. My hands are steady now. Billings goes first. Stop! Hold still!
Wow.
Must have walked right past it last time. No bodies, though. Maybe they're still alive in here. Nadia, what do you know about these ruins out here?
Even before the witch made her home there, our people avoided the Vale. The Founders were building a shrine out there, but something happened to them. None of us have been in there in generations. Be careful. Even if your visions weren't real, that place is still deadly.
Just wolves. Damn.
Well, when you're totally drugged out, you know, it's easy to...
We decided to wait until winter passed. We hid supplies. We made maps. We planned. I got her a work detail indoors. She helped me find ways to slow the grinding gears of the Gulag. If I could disable a hydraulic lift, I could keep 100 men from one day in the mines. Cut the wiring of a few trucks. There would be no special work projects for another week. I took greater risks, but once I had met your grandmother, I could not return to the sin of ignorance. We knew that the child would complicate our escape, and she hid it as long as she could. And then, without warning, they took her away. Our daughter was given to a nursemaid among the native prisoners, and they dragged Serafima away to the Vale. I tried to stop them, fighting in the open. I stood in front of the transport truck, prepared to kill to save her. But there were too many of them. I screamed my farewell as they dragged me away. And I don't know if she heard.
Wow.
Oil on the ground. There's your magic fire.
I wonder if I can move these platforms.
I'm up on the first of the ruins now. This doesn't look like a shrine. This was something functional. I see ropes and wooden gears.
The Founders built lifts elsewhere in the valley to move people or supplies between the peaks, but they've all fallen apart now. That has got to be what it is. See if you can make your way up to the top. I'll be right there. I'm in the canyon now. I'll let you know when I've arrived.
Oh, okay.
There must be some way of anchoring the platforms.
Like that. Aha. Is there another anchor point around here? No. Question is can I make that run in time? No way. Not that way, anyway. And you gotta get up there. But how are you gonna do that? Figure it out, Vic.
I'll need to get across somehow.
Nope, that didn't work. Oh. Whew. Can't get up there.
They put me with the other Russian prisoners. I could see the hate in their eyes, and I didn't blame them. To them, I was just another instrument of their humiliation and degradation. I didn't tell them what I tried to do. It could never be enough. When the revolt came, I was ready. The native prisoners, the ones the Gulag recruited from this very village, were kept apart from the Russians. They had known of my resistance, and that kept them from killing me, along with the other guards. I held my daughter, your mother, for the first time, as the Gulag burned around us. The people of the village took us both in, and against their own superstition, agreed to help me rescue your grandmother from the Veil.
Maybe I can raise and lock these platforms to get over there.
I already did that. Is part of it.
Maybe I can raise and lock these platforms to get over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Question is how to get up there. Oh, I know. Ah, damn, I can't get to it from here. Shit. They thought of that. Bastards. Nope. Notice how these platforms are set up.
It's dark. The others are out there. I can hear them, panting. Moment of clarity, but it's slipping. Coming less frequently. We're sick. Poisoned. Something. Doesn't matter. Forgot why we came here. Forgot where we were before. Barely remember who I am. Someone else here. Walking amongst us as we grovel and weep. A spirit. A goddess. A demon. She is whispering. We listen. Listen.
That may be right. I'll have to give it a run.
Better run.
Really? Ah.
I'm at the top, Nadia.
I'm almost there, just behind you. Don't go anywhere without me.
Am I really not supposed to go anywhere without her? Oh.
Look at that! The witch has kept the lift running all this time. It looks like she even made a few improvements, but I don't think those ropes will survive many more trips.
It only needs to make one.
2. I'd like to come back down. Eventually. Try pulling that lever over on the platform. Maybe it'll get us moving.
I'm busy, Nadia. Shut up. All right, here we go.
Your witch is clever. Everything in this veil is arranged to perpetuate the myth of Baba Yaga, and the pollen does the rest. The last time I saw the lift, it looked nothing like this.
And what did you see?
Just as the legend says, a house walking on giant bird legs, but without the pollen, it's just an old contraption.
I'm sorry. I was so sure of Grandpa's story.
She's Russian, someone who knew the myth well. Nadia, it's possible that your grandfather will know who she is. He was a prisoner in the Gulag, you said.
I didn't say that. Not exactly. Grandpa was a guard. My grandmother was the prisoner. She was a brilliant scientist, and they brought her out to the Vale to help study something in the ruins. But then the witch came. Grandpa never forgave himself.
Killing the witch won't bring her back, but I understand. Let's just hope we can reach him in time. Nadia, come quick!
No. Nadia? How?
It's the pollen. Here, let me. Grandpa, can you hear me?
I tried. I couldn't save her. I tried.
Shh, it's okay now. I'll stay with him, Lara. It's time. You only have one more dose remaining. Make it count.
I think we'll park it here with Grandpa for a quick spell. Alright, Grandpa, feel better.
The officer wandered out of the Vale, just as our rescue party prepared to enter. His body bore the marks of torture, a sight we knew well. The witch descended on them during the revolt, killing Seraphima along with her captors. He told us of the house that walks, of her fearsome voice. A child's story made flesh. He died the next day. Baba Yaga leaves no survivors. I wanted to go on, to bury your grandmother, but no one would enter the Vale after that. In the village, I learned to be a good man. I lived to honor her. I worked hard, but I dreamt of killing the witch every night. I might have gone years ago, had the fever not taken your mother. I stayed for you, Nadia. I am a lucky man. I lived a good life I did not deserve. A new fight is coming, but it is not mine. If I am to find revenge for Seraphima, it must be now. I go to kill the witch, to lay your grandmother to rest. I will not be coming back. Forgive me.
How sweet. In a weird kind of way.
She has to be inside. This is it.
There's a shit ton of ammo around here.
It's her. Always been her. At the margins, in the dark, always there. She is what we came here for. We just didn't know it until now. She is the center of the world.
She can make the fog swirl and choke our minds. She can give us clarity. She spoke her name, Baba Yaga, and our wounds healed. With another word, she split us open again. We are nothing, and we are hers. We will do as she commands. We were made for this.
Oh, lovely.
Oh God, what has she done to them?
Well, there's one of them right there. Alright, what else we got? Not going through that door. Not yet, anyway. Damn, that scared me more than anything else.
Dizzy, no. I need that last antidote. This is the last of it. Ah, no!
When you are dead, you too shall serve. Taro etana kora de ayate.
They're just men. You can do this.
Bitch.
Damn, just shooting her isn't gonna work. I'm not going to hurt her like that. There must be another way.
Go! 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 Draco! Go! Now! Go! Go!
Damn it, need to keep her away from the rope. Oh shit, she's gonna cut the rope!
Now!
Stay down, damn it! Shit! Can't hurt her like this. Has to be something else I can use.
Go!
Oh shit, she's gonna cut the rope!
Go! Go!
Oh shit, she's gonna cut the rope!
Go!
Bitch, come here.
Go!
Oh shit, she's gonna cut the rope!
Go!
How do I trigger this thing? No, that's not it. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh shit, she's gonna come over!
Go! Ground! Now!
Damn it.
Go! Got to stop her from cutting the rope! Come on, Lara, keep it together.
How in the hell? Right here.
This isn't real. Keep going, damn it.
Draco!
Stay down, damn it.
Ground! Get on!
Damn. Damn. This is the way I gotta go, huh?
You can do this. Got to stay focused.
Lara, can you hear me?
Bit busy at the moment.
Grandpa's awake. He says it's her, Lara. The witch is my grandmother. She's alive. Please, you can't. Maybe we can get through to her. We have to try.
I'll do what I can, but we have to end this, Nadia. Stop. No more. I know who you are. I can only imagine what you've gone through to stay alive.
You have no idea.
It's over now. You don't have to live like this anymore.
Serafima.
Edoti. But you died. They told me you died.
Will she be all right?
I don't know. But it won't be easy for any of you.
Family never is.
Oh, I know. I know.
Thank you, Lara, for everything.
Well, hot dog. Man, that was a heck of a battle. And a great DLC, huh? I really enjoyed it. New, the Dream Stringer. Your Dream Stringer bow infuses your poison arrows with hallucinogenic pollen, sowing confusion and terror among your enemies. Awesome!
Thought I'd give them a little time alone while I look around some more.
Alright, so let's
I'm gonna look around a little longer. Maybe pick up some of her things to bring back to the village. Thank you, Lara. We'll see you soon.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna come out here to the old campfire.
Nadia's grandparents, split apart by the Gulag, are reunited. They all have a long and arduous road ahead. Serafina wore the mask of the witch for so long, I don't know if she will ever be able to fully return to the world. And Yvonne dreamed of killing the witch to get revenge for his lost love, but they were the same woman all along. That wound he nursed for decades won't heal overnight. They're survivors. We all are. But it will be difficult. It will feel impossible some days, I know. At least they'll have a fighting chance, now that we know the truth. It may not be enough, but it's a good start.
The audio was kind of weird on that one. I don't know how it comes across for you guys, but in my system here, it seemed kind of distant. So I hope you were able to hear that. If not, at least I have the subtitles on so you could read it. Ooh, opened up with some level 3s now. Bow expert, pistol expert, and rifle expert. We can't get these yet until you get the rank 2s. Well, why is it... Wait a minute. I don't have shotguns yet. Ooh. That's a nice one. I'll probably end up getting that one. Death Cloud Arrows. Alright, what do we got over here for Brawler? Heart of Stone. Takes significantly less damage from enemy gunfire and melee attacks. Adrenaline. Resists damage from enemies for a short period of time. Stealth kill enemies without alerting nearby foes. And strong medicine resist damage from enemies for a short period of time after bandaging wounds during combat. I think I want to go with intuitive for now. That way I don't have to keep looking at the map so often. All I needed to be is heading in the right direction, huh? Alright, so, and that is going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, new DLC. And, so yeah. Well, not new DLC to me. I mean, the game's, what, a couple years old now? But yeah, that was a whole heck of a lot of fun and a great way for them to handle the myth of Baba Yaga and her hut. So until next time, Tomb Raiders, take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day in my life. See ya.